says her husband, Bret, is putting his muscles before their marriage. She's fed up with his steroid use and rage. Here's what we uncovered in our first half hour.
My husband, Bret, is a bodybuilder, and he is completely addicted to steroids. He's been doing steroids 20 years, and I've seen him using, I've seen him selling, I've seen multiple packages come to our door. Over the years, I've found hundreds of vials and syringes around the house. Bret is very bad roid rage. The smallest things will set him off. There was one time I found a bunch of vials in his car. I threw them away, and he came at me like a crazy person. His fists were clenched. He was red as a cherry. He was clenching his jaw and screaming at me like, what are you doing that? All three of our kids were right there, and it terrified me. I'm scared of the person he's become, and I'm afraid for myself, I'm afraid for my kids, and I'm afraid for him.
Bret, are you addicted to steroids?
I've been on and off them since probably 18 years old. I'm not saying they're good for me in any way, but there definitely hasn't been anything real alarming.
Your 2-year-old came and you told the producers that she was covered in the juice from the steroids.
They had it all over their hands, all over their eyes, and I was like, oh my God, what, are you guys okay? And he ran over, and his response was, you know, my juice, I can't believe, you know, he was mad that the juice had spilled and that the money.
Is that true, Bret?
No, this is the first I've ever heard of this story.
So are you calling her a liar?
Yes, very much so.
Just 3 months after that, I had to call the police and file a restraining order.
Did they grant you that restraining order?
They did. So I threw the steroids away. Bad idea, because it was like taking meat from a bear. I shouldn't have done that. I came home, and as soon as I came home, he went out to the car and he saw that it was gone, and he just charged. He didn't actually physically hurt me at all, but he was in my face. His jaw was clenched. He had this look in his eye I've never seen before. I was terrified.
So you're still mad at her because of the restraining order?
Oh, that traumatized me.
I've kind of reached a breaking point where something has to change or I'm gone.
So Candie, you're concerned that Bret is not just using steroids, that he's also selling them?
Yes.
Why?
I've seen it. I've had to be a part of it, unfortunately.
Be a part of it?
Yeah.
How so?
Friends have, like I said, the one friend that was in the video has come over and brought bags. I mean, they put him on the porch. He's asked me while he's been at work, can you put this, so I'll spell it all out for me exactly what it is. Can you put this out on, because he knows I don't want to associate with anybody. He asked me to put it out on the porch and they'll slip money under the mat. I mean, I know it's just as bad, but it is what it is.
Bret, you're getting your wife, the mother of your 3 kids, to help you deal drugs?
I don't consider myself to
It's yes or no?
Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. And Candie, you're all right with that. You told us you're a nurse, so we know you're educated, you're a smart woman, and you're aiding and abetting. That's a legal term, but you're aiding and abetting.
I know, I could get in big trouble for this.
Then why are you doing it?
I don't.
Not big trouble, Candie.
I know.
Prison,
I know.
kids taken away, separated from your 3 beautiful children.
And this has been our whole, the whole discrepancy the whole time is, you know, she's condoning me for all this, but contributing to it the whole time, and that's where I have.
She's condemning you.
Yeah.
She's condemning you.
It's confusing, you know. Either if we would have went into this marriage, and she would have said, "Hey, this is, you know, I'm not going to marry you like under these conditions."
That was the
I would have
plan.
either stopped at that point, or we wouldn't have gotten married.
So
Bret, do you
Candie,
think
why
that
are you-
Candie's a hypocrite?
Very, very much so.